welcome to the shortest PowerPoint video that you'll probably have to watch. So today we're going to be focusing on sort of the introduction to how extinction events occur, and sort of we're going to look briefly at the four that occur, and then you, as you saw in the email, are going to pick one, or I assigned you one, that you are going to look at the details on more specifically. So in general, extinction events, or large extinction events, are caused by extreme environmental change. In the early history of the Earth, there are many sort of environmental changes that caused many of the organisms on the Earth at that time to go extinct, and then others to flourish and fill their place. Examples of environmental change that have occurred, there's evidence that a meteor hit the Earth, which caused extreme environmental change. There's also evidence that there was a volcanic eruption that caused extreme environmental change. You might also know that at one point, all the continents on the Earth were one landmass called Pangaea, and then they separated, having oceans separate the continents, and that also caused extreme environmental change. But the point is that extinction events are usually caused by extreme environmental changes that cause many organisms not to be able to survive and therefore die. Now, if we take a look at this graph, as I get the pen up, you'll see on this axis is the total extinction rate, and then on this axis is time, and you can sort of see, when you don't have to memorize this, but the history of the Earth is separated into three major groups, and then they're subdivided. So, like, for example, J stands for Jurassic, which everyone knows because of Jurassic Park, but by no means do you need to memorize the names of these. If you take a look at this graph, there are five peaks that occur where the extinction rate gradually, exponentially increased. And those peaks correspond to the 5 extinction events, major extinction events on the history of the Earth. Now, if you look at the next graph, which is below this one, you'll see that this graph shows the number of families of organisms, and then time as well. You'll notice that when with the extinction events, if you look at them at the same, here is where the Jurassic extinction event occurs. If you look here, you'll see that there is a decrease in the amount of families at that point. But then, after the extinction event is over, or the weather event or the extreme event that caused the extinction event, you'll see a rebound in the number of families, or sort of rapid speciation occurring to sort of fulfill the niches or the roles that have been emptied by the death of organisms. But you'll see that all the time. You'll see a dip in the number of families because of an extinction event, and then a rapid increase. And the reason why you get that rapid increase after an extinction event is that there are many new roles that need to be fulfilled in the new ecosystem, and organisms evolve to fulfill those roles. So you'll see that almost in every place where there's an extinction event, like here, then there's a rapid increase in the number of families after that extinction event. This brings about a word that we discussed right before the quiz, but this word is adaptive radiation, and adaptive radiation is a process by which organisms quickly evolve, and it's usually caused by a change in the environment that changes the resources that are available, or changes the traits, per se, that are advantageous in that environment. There's a word that I've been saying a lot that I want to make sure you guys know, and that is environmental niche. An environmental niche refers to an organism's role in an ecosystem. So, for example, it is the niche of bees to pollinate plants. If bees were to go extinct, some organism would have to overtake that niche. So, when an extinction event occurs, environmental niches become unoccupied. No one is doing that role, and that gives a chance for other organisms to come and fulfill that niche. Perhaps in previous cases they were being outcompeted by another species, and didn't get to exist in that niche. But when there's a rapid evolution event caused by an extinction event, those niches are unoccupied, and then organisms work through years of evolution to be able to fulfill the role in that environmental niche. And that actually is the end of the PowerPoint. What a quick video. Again, just to relate the point is that extinction events are usually caused by severe environmental changes. As a result, organisms die because they are no longer adapted to live in that environment. Then, because of the death of organisms, the ones that live evolve through many years of mutation and adaptation to fulfill the new roles that have opened up in the environment due to the environmental change. By Wednesday, each of you are going to look at one major extinction event, and look at what caused it, or what's caused it, what evidence exists to support what caused it, what animals or organisms went extinct, and what new organisms developed as a result of the extinction event. I will see you guys on Monday.